What's going on YouTube? It's Ben Nader. Thanks for checking out my channel once again, where we talk all things recruiting and business-esque content, if you will. I appreciate all of you subscribers out there and soon-to-be subscribers. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so at the link right below so that you can find out every time I put out a video. So as usual, we're going to talk about recruiting, and in specific, we're going to talk about deal size and deal volume. So what does this all mean? If you start a recruiting agency, like I have, my agency is a high volume agency that fills many different positions in short periods of time, versus a low volume but higher cap fee agency that fills lower quantities of positions but collects a much higher fee when they do fill a position. So this is an ongoing debate. I was recently speaking with a few different recruiters about this, both online and in person, about how this works. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? But ultimately, what it comes down to is, where do you start, right? So if you actually want to put money in your bank account and you're beginning a recruiting agency, the bottom line takeaway from this video in specific is that you want to be a high volume, non-niche recruiting agency, meaning you will fill any general position that comes your way, any easy low-hanging fruit position, high volume, bang, 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 fill your bank account with money, and then move forward. You can go the other direction, okay? You can be a niche recruiter and you can do specific, like CPA, finance, tech only, like, developers and that kind of stuff. It takes a longer period of time. You might take 2 months to close one deal. The deal might be worth $25,000, but it will take a longer period of time to close. So the equation that you can basically look at is, let's say an average low volume, high cap recruiter closes a $20,000 deal every time they close a candidate for like a tech company. I personally would probably close 4 deals at that rate, or 5 deals at that rate, to get that amount of money. 5 deals at $4,000 fee per head for like a warehouse, let's say. The warehouse deals are going to be a lot easier for the new recruiter to actually finalize and get in hand. The high-end, high-fee, $25,000, $20,000 fee candidate that you're closing is a much harder find. You have to have a lot more skill, a lot more patience. You have to know what you're looking for, and have the right connections and be really dialed into your market. So if you're starting out, you most definitely want to be general, meaning open to whatever position comes your way. If it's a CNA, if it's an admin, if it's a delivery driver, if it's just a general forklift warehouse person, I don't even know, a restaurant manager, or just something random as hell. You want to fill those positions, and you're generally filling them at a lower percentage fee, 10 to 15% or something like that, because they're easy to find. They're really easy to find, and you can fill 3 to 4 of those, a week, if you had the actual clientele asking you for those job orders. Now, the higher end, high cap, high fee positions, they don't come around every single day. They're not there every week. You might get one of those searches, like an executive search for a CTO or something like that. That's going to fetch you a $25,000, $30,000 fee. That might come around once every 2 months, 2.5 months, unless you're really, again, dialed into your market and everyone knows you and your name's floated around all over the place and they're like, oh yeah, go to Ben Nader for that search. Like, we're gonna definitely use him. He's gonna find us the CTO, like that. If that's where you're at, great, but you're probably not there if you're watching this video and you're looking at starting a recruiting agency. So understand, there's layers to the shit, right? So it's tiramisu, all right? You need to understand that you start at layer 1, you do high volume recruiting, low fee, high volume, make 20 grand by making 5 placements of 4,000 each. Don't make 20 grand by trying to chase after some executive search that's probably not going to pan out well for you. You're just going to waste 3 months of time searching for something that's, going to be a $25,000, $30,000 fee that could just slip right out of your hands, and they could go somewhere else because those are extremely competitive. So long story short, what you want to do is start general. You want to go after high volume recruiting. You want to place 5 people in a month instead of 1 person every 2 months. And then you want to synergize slowly, and you want to grow into that space where you can take on more of those niche specific roles that do take 2 months, because then some of your generalized roles where you're filling like 4 to 5 positions a month that are smaller fee, you can kind of work on those while working on other big fish. And you can combine the two, and that's when it really hits the sweet spot. Because let's say you're filling, 5 positions that are $4,000 each, you're going to make 20 grand that month. And then let's say you were working on a position that was a $25,000 fill, and you nailed that position, in a matter of 2 months. So you split that, and let's say you add another 10 grand to your month. So you could have a $20,000 general, fill of 4 people that are low fee, high volume. And you could add on 10,000 to that search that you made over 2 months, so you could have a $30,000 a month in the sweet spot, right? Because ultimately, nobody wants to be stuck in the spot where they're generally recruiting for warehouse or labor positions, general labor for years and years. No one wants to be in that position. Let's be real. We don't want to sit in the spot where we're hunting down warehouse only for 5 years. No. By year 5, you should be doing at least $1 million a year on executive search, high level, high cap, low volume, like 1 fill a month that, gives you 50 grand or something. So a little food for thought. If you're watching this channel and you're watching this video right now, you're most likely someone that's just starting out. So absolutely go general, keep it high volume, fill the roles that are low hanging fruit, low barrier of entry. That's the way to get in. And that's the way to start. All right. And that's it for today. Catch you guys tomorrow.